If you have ever been in the unfortunate situation where you have discovered some rare loot or valuable items, only to realize that your Cradle's carrying capacity was over the maximum, then listen up, Drifters. I've got just the advice for you. It's very important that you as a Drifter understand that everything from your materials, components, repair kits, and even your ammunition all have weight. So, the things that you bring with you on an expedition and the things that you find on an expedition all contribute to weighing down your poor Cradle. So, what do you do in the event that you are full up, but you need to pick up something that you discovered? There are a couple of different things, but the first thing that you want to do is start by assessing the things that you have. Open up your inventory and see what you've got. If you have an abundance of repair kits, then make sure that your mech is fully repaired. After all, if you're picking up something valuable, then there's no point in making yourself a weaker target. It's bad enough you're a walking pinata. Fine foot links are going to be able to hear. Having a hole in your defenses just makes you that much more juicy a target. If that's not the case, you could always consider repairing your weather durability, even if it's not raining. Using those kits will actually free up, in that case, more weight than you might think. Use one of these to drop some weight. If you're full up on your weather durability and your armor is in tip-top shape, then you next want to assess your ammunition. The surface is home to all sorts of hostile enemies, and since you're picking up a valuable, you might want to look in the direction of your nearest attraction and take down some targets that stand between you and that. Like I said before, ammunition has weight to it as well. So, emptying a magazine or two in the name of destroying your enemies is a viable strategy. Granted, you could just throw some things on the ground, but come on. The goal is to not be wasteful. At least if you're taking down an enemy, you're gathering experience, completing a request, or at the very least, making it safer for you to carry that precious cargo to the extraction point. Once you make it back to base with all of your hard-earned rewards, it's time to put them to good use. I mentioned the other day that making the crack house into a crack home is one of the primary objectives. But I want you to know that that's not just an aesthetic thing. Of course, you want to keep your living space as clean as possible, as it will help you with your operations, but as far as the practical uses of having a clean base, let me go over some of the things that you can do here. One of the first things that they're going to want you to clear out here is your production space. The production space is where you'll be able to craft various items, and cradle parts, weapons, and even consumables. I myself don't have any yet, but I've got the place prepped and ready for that when that day finally comes. Upgrading the production space will increase the amount of things that you can craft at one time, as well as the quality of things that you're able to craft. It's pretty important. Next thing is your pit space. I'm not 100% sure what upgrading this place does, but I do know that a section of it is dedicated to your item warehouse. Upgrading this will allow you to store more items. When you first start, your capacity is only going to be at 100. But, as you can see here, with a level 1 warehouse, my capacity is at 200. These are just some of the things that you'll be able to do when you have the materials to upgrade your base.